Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 23rd edition of the IBJJF World Championships. I am Robert Drysdale. I'm here with my good co-host, Braulio Estima, and we got a clash of titans right in front of us. Immediately,
no time
right
to
out,
introduce
no
Let's
time.
go to the show.
Bruno
Wow.
Malfacine
What a pressure.
with the pressure on Caio Terra.
Well recovered by Caio there with the Z guard and wrapping the arm. It's amazing. But yeah, guys, no time for introductions. But I'm glad to be here, Robert, and I'm really excited for these finals days. And so many battles about to come, and then we're starting already for what a warm-up fight, huh? Bruno Malfacine versus Caio Terra, one of the biggest rivalries in the world.
What a way to start the World Championships, right?
Crazy.
Like these guys have been going to war for how long? They've been meeting in the semifinals and finals of the World for quite some time now, and it's always close. I'm such a big fan of both these guys
together.
And what a privilege to be able to open the event with this Clash of Titans.
Yeah, really looking forward for this Worlds. For the first time, we commentating together here with the IBJJF, and this is like the mecca of our Jiu-Jitsu world. Huh?
It's the biggest Jiu-Jitsu event in not only the year, in the Jiu-Jitsu calendar period, right? There's nothing bigger than this right here.
By far, hands down.
Absolutely, and IBJJF has been getting better and better at putting this
it's a show.
This show together. Absolutely.
Here we go.
See Bruno Malfacine controlling both of Caio Terra's pants there. It makes it very difficult for Caio to position his feet once he does get on top. So he's preventing Caio from actually even setting up his pass in case he did come up. He's off balance from the get-go. Like this waiting here, bro. The competitors have to be very careful. Yesterday, one of my favorite grapplers in the lightweight division, Levi, he got disqualified with Leon because for exactly this sort of situation. So competitors do have to be careful. The referees are disqualifying in this position. It's not unusual, and it's just one of those things where because they're so concerned with their tactics of being on bottom. Like there you go, Caio Terra gets on top, but see Bruno Malfacine does not let him. That's what those grips on the pants are for. You don't let him establish, and Bruno Malfacine wins that fight when it does take place, scoring the advantage. Very, very intelligent.
Now it's a equal situation now, and then they both have this kind of similar kind of approach. They play kind of very similar game, control the bottom pants of each other there.
And what's so interesting about Bruno Malfacine, he's like probably the only Rooster weight I know that is always fighting to be on top. Like he seems to be like a top player. Like he's fine on bottom, but normally in that weight class, the guys are fighting to be on bottom, and Bruno Malfacine is kind of like the exception of that. It's kind of like an ultra heavyweight, like good jumping guard every single time. It's not common.
Yeah, something like, for example, like Bruno Malfacine, he started so well, like almost getting to the pass of Caio, but then he actually is doing the same for the second time. He's actually leaning back, and then that's what allowed the advantage on Caio Terra. I just don't understand what is the approach that can you see anything of the strategy? Because if Caio Terra go up and go down, it's another advantage for Caio Terra. That's not even made by Caio, was by Bruno.
Yes. There we go. Honestly, man, I'm not quite sure what the strategy is either. Like, I'm a little confused
because
as far as
did you see like he gave the advantage by?
Yes.
I didn't see that. I didn't understand what's the reason he's sitting back.
Well, the thing is, there's so much going on here, bro. These guys are competing against each other so many times. There's likely that there's stuff going on between like that we're not exactly see because they've probably been in this situation before and they remembered what happened last time. So they're using that sort of information to develop a strategy that we can't quite understand right now, but it's clear to me that
they stuck in the same situation.
Yes,
both each other's feet under control. And
what I'm really worried about is they're about to get penalized again. So you got one referee calling for penalty. We got one penalty. We're 4 minutes in. Not a lot of action so far. Bro, a lot of people dislike the fact that sometimes the matches can be overly tactical. But you got to understand how competitive this is. This is the final of the world. I mean, one of the quarterfinals of the World Championship,
which was two of the finals.
Exactly. Right? Like we had two of the best grapplers in the world. Like there's no way it's going to be a beating, and that's another penalty.
Another penalty. Now you're forced to see actions down. They know already that the rest is being very tight on that. Like Levi happens, and let's hope that is action.
So this is penalty number 2. Which I think by penalty 3, there you could maybe start there'll be switching gears, but let's hope it happens sooner.
Well,
You can see Bruno Malfacine with the hands. He doesn't let go of Caio's pants. This assures that if Caio does try to come up, he wins that advantage, right? And I think that's what Bruno Malfacine is looking at this point. Bruno very calm. You can see he's like very, very stoic. Not really, just breathing easy, chilling, waiting for his moment. If Caio comes on top,
it's going to be 2 points.
Yes, but Bruno could sweep him back now. That's the question. Is he?
Yeah.
Because let's see if he's going to go for it. But see, Bruno looks so relaxed. It makes me think this is part of his strategy.
Yeah.
The fight is going exactly according to plan.
I think this is exactly what he wanted, is to come back on the bottom.
Correct.
So he gets, the thing is, on the first situation,
Correct.
he came back before they get the point. So that's why the advantage.
Yes.
That's 2 points.
And I think Bruno always felt that he could. Yeah, but he wanted to sweep into a good position for the pass, which is exactly what he did.
Exactly.
So, I think this is falling well into Bruno Malfacine's strategy.
So much pressure for this for his size, huh? It's so crazy. How
Absolutely. I consider Bruno Malfacine to be pound for pound one of the top 3, top 5 grapplers of all time, without a doubt. The thing is, the lighter weights don't get that credit because people pay less attention. They're looking at the heavyweights all the time. But this guy's won 11 world titles now, 12,
10.
10, right?
It's
unbelievable. A guy like Buchecha has 11 now, I believe, but he's fighting in 2 divisions.
Correct.
This guy has 10 titles in 1 division.
It's a lot of control of over the years.
Very impressive.
Many generations.
And to me, just as impressive is the fact that he likes to be on top in that weight class. To me, that's very unusual and certainly very laudable.
Some things. Complain about the scratch or something?
Something happened. I can't tell if... Yeah, it doesn't look like he's hurt. He complained something happened to his foot. Score is even. We have just...
3.5 minutes to go.
3.5 minutes to go. Bruno Malfacine on top. Two of the best Rooster weights in the history of the sport battling it out here. Opening match. The IBJJF World Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one way to open a tournament. I think I could see Bruno Malfacine going for sprinting sometime towards the end of the match.
He cannot, if Caio fake going up and go down, he's going to get another advantage.
Yeah.
Because I think Bruno Malfacine is hoping that Caio comes into the sweep so he can sweep back with a better control on the top.
And then score and pass or an advantage for the pass.
But let's see how, he accepted the...
I think that's exactly what's going on, but the question is, can Bruno, he's not positioned to sweep him right now. Let's see if he can better his position. This could go Caio's way. If this keeps going, if Bruno Malfacine doesn't start imposing
he's going to go
his, because I don't see him, I just don't see him in positioned enough to sweep Caio as is. Both of them very patient. They're about to get impatient very soon. 2 minutes left. Yeah, Bruno, exactly. See, it's almost like Bruno can sweep him at will. I'll take that back.
Yeah.
He's just but it's like
he knows he can.
Yes, but it's that grip on the bottom of his pants. That's why he's just constantly
too strong. Yeah. Cannot take that out.
And exactly, can't break the grip. And Caio seems unable to sprawl on that grip to prevent Bruno from coming up. Very impressive. But they go back to that same position.
That's the thing, if Bruno not careful, he could get another advantage like he did in the very beginning. Because if Caio goes and come back, and Bruno comes on top, he's going to get another advantage.
Yeah.
They all tangle that.
But if I were Caio, I would just wait till the very last second to try to finish the sweep. And I think that's exactly what they understand, that the match will be decided in the last 20 seconds.
Coming up again.
Let's see. But Bruno with that grip on the pants again. I'm going to start doing that.
This is going to be going down to the last 30 seconds.
Oh, he knows he can't. Look at that. Let's see if Caio can stop it now. It's too strong. You know who used to do this was BJ Penn when he won the Worlds. He was sweeping everyone the exact same way. He just hold on to
It's really hard
and run
to
people
defend.
over. Yeah.
It's really hard to defend. But then, like, Bruno sits back again. I think it's a danger combination. If Caio almost sweep and come back down, he's going to get another advantage.
So now score is even. Can Bruno put the pressure to pass, score an advantage, or Caio Terra is going to sweep? This is a very close match, ladies and gentlemen.
So the last 25 seconds to go. It's a draw. Bruno Malfacine on top with Caio Terra on a possibility of a sweep.
And it's close to the edge of the mat, which is really
He's going to go to the foot lock now. Bruno going to force him roll to the last second.
Yeah,
that was the part of the tactic.
That was very, very smart of Bruno.
My God.
Fighting for that advantage. Caio does the same, understanding what's going on. Now this goes decision. The question is, exactly.
Who's going to go? What do you think? I think strategically talking, Bruno was smart and went down to the almost pass in the beginning.
I was even on I was like 50-50 on this one until like Bruno went for that full lock. But then Caio did it too.
Exactly.
So I think I go back to 50-50. And like, I don't know. I don't think either of them was that close to the submission.
I think the biggest danger of the whole match was in the very beginning when Bruno almost passed it out. I think that was the only thing that was, in my opinion.
Yes.
You know?
It was certainly close, though, and
it's a close, but that was the only moment that the crowd went wild.
That is correct. I agree. I can see the referees going towards Bruno. Let's see what happens.
I think so.
Oh, Bruno Malfacine.
Bruno Malfacine, 2-1.
Yeah, split decision. Caio does not seem happy at all.
None of them would be happy.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a tough one. I mean. Score was even. It was super close. Split decision. It could have gone either way. I had a small lean towards Bruno Malfacine for the exact same reason. I felt he was a little more. He got closer to something.
He was more dangerous.